Hi there, it's May 28th and time for Proverbs 28. Let's jump over there. Warnings and instructions today is what they call it. The wicked flee when no one is pursuing them, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. Yeah. You know, the crooks always looking over their shoulder, you know. In the old days, they had to go to a hideout until the heat died down. Still true. When a land is in rebellion, it has many rulers, but with a discerning and knowledgeable person, it endures. Let's highlight that just for fun. There's a lot of lands that are in rebellion nowadays, all over the world. And like most in all history, one person will come in and swoop in and save the day and calm everything down for a while, right? 3, a destitute leader who oppresses the poor is like a driving rain that leaves no food. A wicked man is what it reads. A wicked man who oppresses the poor. I don't know where they got destitute leader from. 4, those who reject the law praise the wicked, but those who keep the law pit themselves against them. That's true. That's true also. 5, the evil do not understand justice, but those who seek the Lord understand everything. Yeah? I like that one. Those who seek the Lord understand everything. 6, better the poor person who lives with integrity than the rich one who distorts right and wrong. I've always thought this. And I would rather deal with a poor person with integrity than with a rich person who distorts everything. 7, a discerning son keeps the law, but a companion of gluttons humiliates his father. A companion of gluttons. 8, whoever increases his wealth through excessive interest collects it for one who is kind to the poor. You know, this comes up every month, and you're like, but sooner or later, it'll end up being given to the poor. Excessive interest, it's like loan sharks, right? Most banks, the Federal Reserve, right? 9, anyone who turns his ear away from hearing the law, even his prayer is detestable. Now, when they're talking about the law here, they're not talking about the laws of our country, okay? They're talking about the 10 Commandments and the laws God set forth, which America is breaking on a daily basis, okay? You can't follow all the laws that they've made. 250,000 laws that they put in place when all you needed was the 10 Commandments, right? 10, the one who leads the upright into an evil way will fall into his own pit, but the blameless will inherit what is good. Yeah. The one who leads the upright into an evil way will fall into his own pit. Get that? A rich person is wise in his own eyes, but a poor one who has discernment sees through him. Yet most rich people, you see them on TV and the internet, they think they're all that, okay? I'm so smart. And they're not smart just because they have a lot of money, okay? A poor person with discernment, and a lot of people, you can see right through them. You know, you can see right through these people. Well, good one. 12, when the righteous triumph, there is great rejoicing, but when the wicked come to power, people hide. Right. Right. 13, the one who conceals his sins will not prosper, but whoever confesses and renounces them will find mercy. Yeah, that's pretty basic right there, huh? Basic gospel right there. 14, happy is the one who is always reverent. But the one who hardens his heart falls into trouble. And what do they use for that word? Reverent. Here. Let's see. The New Living Translation says, blessed are those who have a tender conscience. I like that. And the NIV says, blessed is the man who always fears the Lord. Yes, reverence. Now, reverent was used in the New King James, which is interesting. And the King James said, he who always fears the Lord. Yeah? But I like the NLT best. What did that say? Blessed are those who have a tender conscience. Reverent, always fears the Lord. Just happy that way, right? Well, highlight that because we played with it, right? 15, a wicked ruler over a helpless people is like a roaring lion or a charging bear. Right. Just look at places like North Korea and Cuba, and just awful places, right? 16, a leader who lacks understanding is very oppressive, but one who hates dishonest profit prolongs his life. You know, some leaders who lack understanding, there's lots of those out there. One who hates dishonest profit prolongs his life. I like that. I'm going to highlight that. 17, someone burdened by blood guilt. Well, the blood of a person will be a fugitive until death. Let no one help him. All right. Most of them say someone who is guilty of murder will be a fugitive until death, and let no one help him. Okay? A murderer's tormented conscience will drive him into the grave. Don't protect him. That was the NLT. And I like the NLT. It's a very easy reading Bible that is still accurate. 18. The one who lives with integrity will be helped, but the one who distorts right and wrong will suddenly fall. They said that before, didn't they? Up the line there. 19. The one who works his land will have plenty of food, but whoever chases fantasies will have his fill of poverty. Right. Work for the stuff you have. Work for the stuff you want. Okay? Chasing fantasies, get rich quick schemes, falling for stuff on the internet, and these fast talkers and con men say, you can be rich tomorrow like me. Right. 20. A faithful person will have many blessings, but one in a hurry to get rich will not go unpunished. That kind of goes with the one above it, isn't it? A faithful person will have many blessings. Okay. 21. It is not good to show partiality, yet even a courageous person may sin for a piece of bread. Right? You'll do stuff if you're starving. 22. A greedy one is in a hurry for wealth. He doesn't know that poverty will come to him. Right? Get rich quick never works. Never works. Man with an evil eye is in a hurry for wealth. Well, evil eye, greedy one. That's weird. A greedy person. A stingy man is eager to get rich. A man with an evil eye. That's New King James. I'm finding this Bible aligns with the New King James a lot, which is okay. 23. One who rebukes a person will later find more favor than one who flatters with his tongue. Right. And I do highlight this. Okay. I mean, you could, tell somebody, yeah, you look great, trying to be a yes man, and win favor with him. Maybe he's going into a meeting and somebody pulls him aside and says, there's a spot on your tie right here. You need to cover that up. You'll find more favor later. Oh, man, thank you. That would have been so embarrassing. The one who just flatters with his tongue. That's what I come up with off the cuff, so. 24. The one who robs his father or mother and says that's no sin is a companion to a person who destroys. Right. Well, that's important. Okay. In the 10 Commandments, it says honor your father and mother, and back in the days, it took it further, and if you did this, robbed your parents or dishonored them, they could put you to death. They could stone you and kill you for that. It was a capital crime. 25. A greedy person stirs up conflict, but whoever trusts in the Lord will prosper. Like that? Whoever trusts in the Lord will prosper. Just that simple. And it continues. The one who trusts in himself is a fool, but he who walks in wisdom will be safe. 27. The one who gives to the poor will not be in need. The one who turns his eyes away will receive many curses. Okay? You give to the poor, you won't be in need. Because God always pays you back more than you give every time. Every time. And 28. When the wicked come to power, people hide. But when they are destroyed, the righteous flourish. Waiting for that, aren't we? We're all waiting for that. So, at 28, let's go over our highlights here. Highlighted 2, when the land is in rebellion, it has many rulers, but with a descending and knowledgeable person, it endures. Right? Many rulers. Okay? Now, we're not supposed to have rulers here. We're supposed to have representatives. They're supposed to represent us and work for us, but they have turned themselves into rulers. They don't listen to us. They listen to whoever pays them more money than we do. Okay, we pay them a salary, and somebody else pays them 10 times their salary. Who do you think they're going to listen to? Okay? Has many rulers. Whoever's got the deepest pockets. And we could fight to make lobbying and stuff illegal, and insider trading, and taking handouts, but it has to go through them to pass that, and they're not going to pass a law that will get rid of their own power. Yeah. Although we'd like to see it. Okay, we highlighted part of 5. Those who seek the Lord understand everything. You want to understand something? Seek the Lord. It's just that simple. You can find the Lord in the Bible. Okay? That's why we're studying over and over again. We highlighted 6. Better the poor person who lives with integrity than the rich one who distorts right and wrong. or twists two ways. Okay? It's always better to have integrity. We highlighted 8. Whoever increases his wealth through excessive debt collects it for one who is kind to the poor. Now let's look at that over here. In our, I have a parallel Bible over here that has 4 different versions of the Bible in it. So, a person who makes money by charging interest will lose it. It will end up in the hands of someone who is kind to the poor. Excessive interest will end up in someone's hands who is kind to the poor. Now they know that. I guess it says, and they all say the same thing. You know, they're collecting it for somebody who is kind to the poor. No. We have to follow that trail, huh? Okay. Anyone who turns his ear away from hearing the law, now the law is the law of the Old Testament, not all the 250,000 laws we have now. This is the basic 10 Commandments, and they expanded on those in, like, you know, Exodus and Deuteronomy, where he expands on the stuff. The law, the Bible. Okay. 11, a rich person is wise in his own eyes, but the poor who has discernment sees through him. Right. Now, if you have discernment, you know, it's just one of the spiritual gifts. If you have discernment, you know, anybody could have a certain amount of discernment. That's like knowing somebody's bad just by seeing them, just by getting a feeling. That's not a good person. Okay, a person who's discernment can see right through these rich people who think they're all that smarter than anybody, you know. Like, Bill Gates is not a doctor. He didn't finish college. He's never had any medical or science practice, but he's trying to be an evil scientist, right? Well, people can see right through him, you know. That's an obvious example. You can see right through him. Some people it's not easy to see right through, but you can. Okay? The one who conceals his sins will not prosper, but whoever confesses and renounces them will find mercy. Right. Repent. Okay? Repent. Just that easy. We have this. Happy is the one who is always reverent. What's the word reverent? Always follows God. We highlighted part of 16. One who lacks understanding is very oppressive, but one who hates dishonest profit prolongs his life. You hate dishonest profit? Right. You should. Okay, 19 and 20 kind of go together. The one who works his land will have plenty of food, but whoever chases fantasies will have his fill of poverty. A faithful person will have many blessings, but one in a hurry to get rich will not go unpunished, or chases fantasies, get rich quick. Okay? Will not go unpunished. We highlighted 23. One who rebukes a person will later find more favor than one who flatters with his tongue. Right. You see something? Say something. Okay? 24. The one who robs his father or mother and says that's no sin is a companion to a person who destroys. Yeah. Honor your father and mother. It's one of the big 10 Commandments, one of the main things. He thought enough to write it in stone, right? We highlighted part of 25. Whoever trusts in the Lord will prosper. Got that? A greedy person stirs up conflict, but whoever trusts in the Lord will prosper. Sounds simple, doesn't it? And we highlighted 27. The one who gives to the poor will not be in need, but one who turns his eyes away will receive many curses. Or shuts his eyes, okay? And it says all over the Bible, If you give to the poor, God will pay you back with interest. You will always get back more than you gave, always. Right? So if you're giving to the poor, you will never be in need because you will always get back more than you gave. Never fails. So there you have it. That's Proverbs 28. Okay, we only got 3 left here, and getting towards the end. Then we'll start over again at something else. But I haven't decided which version yet. You know, if anybody has a version we haven't done yet, we will do that. I haven't done the King James yet, but I'm kind of saving that because if I did the King James, I would do it with like the New American Standard right beside it, just, because the words are confusing, okay? And the Bible should be easy for you to understand. It should be God speaking to you, okay? And God has spoken to me, and He's never spoken to me in, English of the 1500s. He just hasn't. Okay? God speaks to you in your language. He speaks to you in your dialect. Okay? In words you can understand. So, there you have it. Stay tuned later today. I think we are reading, we're starting First Kings or something like that in our Through the Bible in a Year series. Yep, First Kings 1 and 2. And lots of weird stuff in there. But going about King Solomon, and of King David, the beginning of King Solomon, building the temple and all that stuff. So we'll do that. Give us a like if you think about it. But until later on today, see ya.